Excuse me, sir. Sir, question for you. How old were you when you made your first million?
I was 26.
And what line of business were you in?
A little different than most. You're not with the news, are you?
No,
Where
I
you
have one
from?
of the, we grew a channel to 12 million followers, just asking people how they made it for the younger generation.
Well, I was part of an organized crime group in New York.
Organized crime?
Organized crime, mafia.
You were in the mafia?
Yeah.
How did you get into the mafia?
My dad was the underboss of one of the major families, the Colombo family, and my dad proposed me for membership.
What's the most amount of money that you made in a single day?
Well, let's go for a week. I mean, $10 million in a week.
How is that possible?
We were defrauding the government out of taxing every gallon of gasoline. And I was selling 500 million gallons of gas a month.
Could we interview you for a minute real quick?
As long as it's helping the kids, yeah.
Is that cool?
Yeah.
What's a lesson about business you learned from doing business in the mafia that school will never teach somebody?
Well, there was a guy that was really in bad shape. I gave him a job. I gave him $3,500 a week back then to go to gas stations and collect my money. Somebody handed him a paper bag, they brought it to me. That was it. After about 6 months, he came to me and asked for a raise. And I said to him, I'm doing you a favor. Well, your problem is you're counting the money in the bag and looking at how much money I'm making and think that you deserve that. I said, so you're fired. But it taught him a lesson. Don't count my money. Do your job.
Do you believe in God?
You know, I was thrown in solitary confinement. I actually spent 3 years. And it was during that time I wanted to study every religion because I thought I was going to spend the rest of my life in prison, and that would have been it. So I studied every faith, and I came out of there believing in Christianity with all my heart. I always say two things. You want success in life? Get these two things right. Number one, in this life, we are who we hang out with. And number two, who you are accountable to in life is going to direct the path that you go on. When I was on the street, I was accountable to my boss. I was a criminal. Now I'm accountable to God in my life.